Hey, welcome to the Insta Live session today. All you're going to need is a mat, so grab it, grab some water and come join for some brutal lower body work today. Okay, so let's get started on your session today. So first things first, we're going to come down onto the mat and just take your hands directly underneath your shoulders, your knees directly underneath your hips. And I really want you to pull that belly button in for this position, okay? Take a deep breath in. You're going to push your chest right through between the gateway of those arms. Squeeze the mid back. Take a belly button in and then tuck your chin in towards your chest. Take a deep breath in, lift up. We're going to do a couple of these just to warm up the back. Pull in that belly button and lift. Exhale. Bring it back down again. So just 5 more just like this. Just get some fluidity and movement in that back, especially if you're feeling stiff from waking up. If you've slept funny, this is a really, really good one to just get you into the moment. Get your mind onto the mat. Last 2, hopefully this should feel a little bit good, increasing the range of movement. Okay, so this time we're going to stay here in our 4-point kneeling position. You're going to kick your right leg back, yeah? And then we're just going to hold our balance and really engage that core muscle. So pull that belly button in and lift that right leg. Take a deep breath in. And just make sure your right hip is pointing down towards the mat. We don't want to open it up too much, yeah? Squeeze the glutes. Pull that belly button in and push that rear heel to the back of the room. Lift that left hand up and we're going to hold here for 5 breaths. So take a deep breath in and exhale, reach for the ends of the room. Take another deep breath in. Keep pulling that belly button as you exhale and inhale. 3 more breaths. Exhale, 2, last 1, beautiful. Dropping that left hand down, dropping that right knee down. Do 3 more cat-cows for me. Chest up, round up that back, lift through and tuck in. Last 1. So hopefully you should feel a little bit more movement in that back, a little bit more heat in that body. Your left leg kicks back this time. You're going to lift it up towards the sky. Lift up that right hand and reach for the ends of the room. Keep pulling that belly button in. So the key for this one is not only are we balancing, we're really making sure our trunk is engaged. We're going to be doing a lot of trunk work today, so I want you to start off with that isometric hold, pulling that belly button in and really being conscious of that back, the abdominals. And if you're not already shaking, I think you need to pull your belly button in a little bit more. Okay, dropping that right hand, dropping that left foot. Just go into 2 more cat-cows for me. Overarch, tuck it in, overarch, and tuck it in. Beautiful. This time we're going to go into the second sequence. Come straight onto your back. And all we're going to do is take our fingertips underneath our bum. Yeah? Guys, I want you to make sure you can't feel anything in your lower back. So push your lower back into the floor. Lift up those legs. Take a deep breath in. You're going to push up with the hips and then lower down to about 60 degrees. Yeah? Push up with the legs. Lower to 60. Go again. This is where we're really going to feel the core. And it's good that we hopefully warmed up in that first 2 movements. So really pushing up for 4. Keeping those legs straight. 3, 2. Because it's a warm-up, we're not going all the way to the mat, just because we're still trying to get our core engaged. This time what we're going to do is open up our feet as wide as the mat. Open up our hands as wide as the mat. Yep. Take a deep breath in. We're going to take our left hand and reach it over to the right side. Extend and open. Take your right hand to the left leg, back again. Opposite arm, opposite leg, crunching up, lowering with control. Try not to collapse that leg to the floor. Belly button pulled in, lift and lower, lift and lower. So the reason we're taking it slow, we're taking it controlled, and the most important thing, we're lowering down with control. We should be able to feel this in that belly button. Should be able to feel it in the top of the abs, your obliques, pushing the lower back into the floor. One more on each side. Lift, last one, last side. Beautiful, bring it back down again. This time we are going to go into 90-degree lunges. So, hands directly underneath your hips again. Knees directly underneath, hands underneath shoulders, knees underneath hips. This time, take your feet a little bit wider than hip distance, toes touch, yeah? We're gonna sit back and then come up to a kneeling position, right? So we're gonna sit, I want you to keep that length in the abdominals. This is where we're doing something different. Push up. This time, left leg forward, arms straight out, stretch, yeah? So we're gonna come back in, drop it down. Belly button's working the whole time. Glutes are working as we push back. Open up our hips into that left leg lunge. Arms straight up to the sky. Drop the hips down to where it's comfortable, yeah? So if you're feeling any aggro in the knee, you can adjust your foot so the knee isn't traveling forward towards the toes. And if you're feeling like you need a little bit more of a stretch, kick that foot forward and really dip the hips down, yeah? We've got 5 more here. So, push back, belly button pulled in. We're not collapsing in that bottom position. Lift up with those hands, drop it back down again. So remember, we're still keeping control. It's almost like we're doing a little squat. Lift up. Good, 3 more, not including this one. Belly button pulled in. Sit back, we're not touching our heels. We're just making sure we've got a little bit of a stretch in our glutes. Last 2. Beautiful. 1. Lift up. Good. Dropping those hands down alongside your foot, taking that foot all the way out towards the back of the room. Pointing those toes, yeah? We're gonna flex the knee. So here, pulling our belly button in, just like we did at the beginning of the session. We're gonna push up with those toes, lower with control. So nice and slow. Lift, lower with control. Lift, lower with control. So we're not gonna go for crazy pulses here. And the reason is, we're making sure our glutes are gonna be maximally firing because we're holding it with control. We're not dropping it down. We're just making sure the contraction is there continuously, yeah? Now, if you're a bit like me and you can feel the glutes, fantastic. We've still got 8 to go here. Keep pulling that belly button in. Don't forget about that core. 7, 6, that's how slow I want you to go. Stick with me. 5, 4, keep pointing those toes, raise that knee up. 3, 2, 1, stick that leg straight out this time, yeah? Pushing that hip, left hip towards the floor. We're gonna toe tap the floor and lift up for 20. Lift and lower. This is where we're gonna squeeze the thighs together, squeeze the glutes together. Pull that belly button in. We're getting a little bit of support with our hands, but if anything, we're really going to feel the fire in that left leg. And hopefully the heat is building into those muscles. Good, guys, we are halfway, 10 to go. Toe tap and raise. You don't need to go up very high. Just squeeze the glutes on the top. That's all I want you to do. Keep squeezing. as you lift. Good, last 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Beautiful. This time, take your elbows down. No, sorry, take your right elbow down and keep your left palm lifted. We're going to take that foot out to a 90 degree, yeah? Hold position. So we're just giving those wrists a little bit of a break. This time, if you can go into a 90 degree, fantastic. If you can push it into the 60, that's okay too. From this position, you're going to lift that leg and lower. Lift, keep pointing those toes and lower, yeah? So this is where you're going to really feel it into those glutes, into the abdominals, into the obliques. Keep pointing those toes, really pointing and lengthening. We're getting a stretch in the inside thighs, outside thighs, glutes. Last 10, 9, 6, 5, keep raising that leg, 4, stick with me, 3, 2, 1, beautiful, sit back down. Have a little bit of a cat stretch if you felt it in the glutes, fantastic. We've got the other side to go. I'm just going to turn around so I can stick my leg out this side. Toes together, knees out wide. Sit back, lift up, right foot forward, lift up those arms. Nice and slow in the sequence. As you try and sit back, all we're doing is stretching. We're not collapsing, still keeping the tension in our glutes. Stick our leg forward, open. Good. Belly button pulled in. Chest up. Drop those hips where it feels comfy. See if you can squeeze the glutes at that top position of the lunge too. Good, we've got 5 more here. I don't know why my hands are in a prayer as I'm doing a squat. Maybe it's because my glutes are burning. I hope yours are too, wherever you are at home. So, balance required, core strength required, legs are on fire. Good, 3 more. Keep squeezing the glutes as you sit back. Last 2. Good, last 1. Beautiful. Dropping those hands back, knees underneath your hips, pointing that right toe this time up towards the sky. We're going to pulse up and lower with control. Yeah, keep pointing those toes, keep pushing those hips down towards the floor. Keep pulling that belly button in. Remember, nice and slow. Do not let your knee collapse down, resisting gravity here. Good. One side might be a little bit more active than the other, so it really depends upon you and your body. Remember, if you need to take a break at any point, just sit back into child's pose and give yourself a rest. And if you're sticking with me, you've got 10 to go. Last 7, 6, 5, 4, keep squeezing that belly button. 2, 1, beautiful, we're not done with that leg yet. Extend it, point it all the way out, toe tap and lift for 20. And lift. Try not to arch that back here, so if you are starting to arch your back, don't need to lift your leg up very high. If your wrists are hurting at this point, just drop down onto your elbows, yeah. And you might find you're going to open up that hip a little bit more and raise that leg up without having to put any pressure in your lower back. I kind of like this one because it gives my wrists a little bit of a break. Okay, 8 to go. Keep pointing those toes. 4, 3, 2, beautiful. This time I'm going to keep my left hand down, but I'm just going to push up onto my right side, yeah? Taking that foot out, either to a 90 or a 60-degree further back. We're gonna lift, point, lower, lift and lower. Squeeze the glutes. Guys, we've got 20 here, okay? So stick with me. I don't know about you, but my left glute is firing just to keep it stable on this side. Good. Last 6. Okay, halfway. Toe tap it down, lift and lower. I know this is hurting. Last 5. 3, 2, 1. Ah, beautiful. Sit back into those hips. Give yourself a little bit of a glute stretch here. Okay, so last sequence before we turn up the heat. Flip over onto your hands and knees. Oh, sorry, feet and hands. So in this position here, we normally do a bridge in this position, but we're not going to go full hog, right? Feet, knees, hips distance apart, fingertips facing forward or back. Forward is probably good because we're going to lift up our glutes, just keeping that flexion in the glutes and the hips, yeah? Hold here. We're going to do this in 3 parts. We're going to lower down with control, take our left hand off and touch our right knee. Come back down again. Take our left hand over and twist and point our elbow up to the sky. Take another deep breath in. We're going to do the same thing again. Knee touch, elbow hike. Yeah? Obliques are working. We're going to rest in between each touch. So lift up those hips, touch the knee. Lift up those hips, rotate the body. Lift up those hips. Knee touch, rotate. Good, we've got 5 to go. Knee touch, belly button squeeze, squeeze in the glutes. 4, rotate with the elbow. This is where your obliques are really gonna fire. 3, knee touch, rotate, knee touch, rotate. Last 1. Knee touch, rotate. Good. This time swap sides. Knee touch to the left, rotate to the left. Knee touch, rotate. If you need a break in between, you can just drop down and get back into it when you're ready. Knee touch, rotate, hike those hips up. 5 to go. Knee touch, rotate. 3, get that elbow up nice and high as you rotate. 2, 1, beautiful. That was round 1, that was our warm-up. So when we are ready, take a quick drink of water if you need it, and what we're going to do is explain less and do more, yeah? So when you've had your drink of water, come straight back into our second round. Hands underneath our shoulders, knees underneath our hips. 3 cat-cows here. Lift up that chest, round up, belly button pulled in. Lift up that chest, round up. Last 1, and in, hold. This time, just make sure your knees are together on this one. Extend that right leg out, lift up, extend that left hand. Now, guys, every time we do a set, we are progressing. So, and obviously a little bit breathless. So what we're going to do here is hold this position. So if you are like, you wanted to hold this for 5 breaths, fantastic, stay here because it's really challenging. If you're coming with me, your knee is going to bend, your elbow is going to bend and touch. As you extend nice and slowly, we're going to go for 5 touches. For those who are holding, keep pulling that belly button in. For those who are touching, overarch that back as you extend. We've got 3 to go. Squeezing that belly button towards the spine. 4, 5, last 1, and 6. Drop in the hand, drop in the knee, 2 cat-cows here just to overarch the back. Pull that belly button in. Last one. Are we ready? Knees together. Extend that left foot. Raise up. Extend that right hand. Pull that belly button in. If you're staying here, stay here for 5 long breaths. If you're coming with me, knee to elbow. Extend and reach. Knee to elbow. Extend and reach. 4 more. Nice and slow. Keep pulling that belly button in as you arch and extend. Last 3. Last 2. Last 1. Beautiful. Drop it down. Scoot your feet forward. Come to lie down on your back. Taking your hands underneath the glutes this time. Lift up those legs. Option 1, push 60 degree. Option 2, lower with control. Do not touch the floor. We're going to go for 15 here. That was 3. Keep pulling that belly button in. Resist gravity. Good. 10. Lift. Lower with control. Lift. Lower with control. 7 to go. Good. Last 4. 3. 2. And 1. Widen up those feet. Widen up those hands. This is where your star position comes in. We're going to lift, touch opposite hand, opposite leg. Lift, opposite. Lift, opposite. Guys, I'm going to fire something really different here for you. So after we do 5, you can continue doing 5 more, or you are going to come with me and we're going to notch it up another level. 2. Last 1. Beautiful. Guys who want to continue, do so. Everyone else, lift your hands and feet off the mat. Crunch up and lower. Crunch up and star. Crunch up and star. Because that was a bit of a guided one, we're going to do 5 from here. 5. Stick with me. 4. 3. 2. 1. Beautiful. Sweep those feet back. We are going into our mini squat and lunge. So feet together, knees a little bit wider than hip distance. Sit with control, raise back up, right foot forward, raise. We're going to go for 8 here, yeah? Belly button still pulled in, keeping that core control as you balance. Really reach with those hands. See if you can point those fingertips straight up towards the ceiling. Good, last 5. 4. 'See if you can sink deeper into that lunge. Squeezing the glutes. 2. Last 1. Beautiful. Take those hands down and taking those toes, pointing up towards the sky. Raise up and low. We're going to go for 20 here, okay? Nice and slow, nice and controlled. Belly button pulled in. Remember, slowing it down with control, feeling the work in the opposite glute, the one that's keeping you stable. Last 10, 9, 8, stick with me, nice and slow. Try not to collapse that knee to the ground. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, beautiful. Now if you're coming with me, you can stay obviously where you are, or you can take those elbows down, point those toes, drop and lift. Just gives those wrists a little bit of a break, but I feel I get a little bit more extension here because I'm having to open up my hip and work the glutes a little bit more. So of course we're going to do a couple more here. So I am counting, I promise. Slowly lower down, lift and pause at the top if you can. Lower down, pause at the top. Good. Squeezing the glutes, working those thighs halfway. Your hamstrings might be screaming to you right now, and that's a good thing. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, beautiful. This time if you are lifting your right leg, keep your left hand down, push up onto that right. Just gives you a little bit more rotation. Pointing that foot either in 60 or 90. Yeah, I'm gonna go for 60 because I can really feel it in my glute when I do it here. So we're gonna raise up, pause and lower. Lift, lower. Getting the inside thighs working, getting the outside glute, especially the one that's keeping us balanced, as well as the one that we're lifting. Oh, this is brutal. I can definitely feel it in my glutes. Why did I think of this exercise? At least you're doing it with me. So we're all in this pain together. So good. We've still got 10 to go. So 10, toe tap, 9, toe tap, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, oh, last brutal ones, 2. Woo! Oh, collapse it down. Give your glutes a little bit of a stretch. And we are going straight over to the other side. So, toes a little bit further together, knees out wide, sit back, but remember, still keeping the tension in the glutes. Squeeze the glutes here. Push up, squeeze at the top, left leg forward, arms raise. 8 here. Drop, lift, lunge, raise. Drop, lift, lunge, raise. Okay, last 5. This really tests my balance, especially on my left side. I'm okay on my right. I don't know about you guys, if one side might be a little bit stronger than the other, a little bit more balanced. Good, 3 to go. Squeeze the glutes at the top. Try not to collapse that trunk, keeping it elevated, especially when we're coming down into that squat position. Lift. I think that was 2 to go. If I'm wrong, I can't see the screen to dispute you, so we'll just do one more. Beautiful. Okay, come back down. Hands, knees. Left toe lift straight up towards the sky and pulse, lower with control. Pulse, lower with control. Keep pointing those toes, lifting that knee, opening up the hip, squeezing the glute. Keep pulling that belly button in. So sometimes it's good to do like HIIT training, but what I'm finding here is I'm having to really fight my balance with my core because I'm going slow. I'm really feeling the tension in my legs and my glutes. So it's really heavy on the lower body as well as your trunk to keep you nice and stable. I haven't forgotten about you guys. We've got 10 to go, okay? Keep squeezing the glutes at the top. See if you can really eke out, pointing that toe, lifting that knee, pulling that belly button in. That's it. That's all I want you to think about. All of those things. She says. Okay, halfway. You're doing awesome. This is a real burner. And I can definitely feel it in my core because it's keeping me stable, keeping it in my legs, in my glutes, in my hamstrings. That's where we're going to feel nice shapely length in the legs, making sure it's not just the front, but the back of the side of the legs too. Okay, dropping that right elbow down, left elbow down, pointing the toes, extend that whole leg off the floor. Remember, if you want to keep the tension up, do not touch the floor. So we're going to lower down with control, but lift up. Lower down with control and lift up. Good. Keep pulling that belly button in. Do not forget about it, especially in this position. It's so easy to collapse. But I really want you to eke out every single thing in this exercise. Keep that intensity up. Good, we've only got 5 to go. 4, 3, 2, beautiful. Drop it down, push up onto the left palm as you take that left foot to 60 degrees. 15 reps as we lift and lower with control. We're not collapsing that leg down. We're using the control in the glutes, in the abdominals, in the thighs, making sure we're getting every single bang for our buck in this exercise. We've come so far. We are really pushing our body, and I really want you to, rather than quick and disengage, is just slow it down. Do fewer reps. If it's really pushing you, slow it down that little bit more. Take a breather and then come back to it if you need to too. Good, 5 to go here. 4, 3, 2, 1. Beautiful. Sit back into those heels and those hips just to give yourself a little bit of a break. And our last one on this one now is we're going to do feet forward, about hip distance apart, hands straight forward. Remember, we're going to come up into a low bridge position. Touch your knee, opposite knee. Rotate with the elbow, getting into the obliques. And then this time, if you're coming with me, reach for the ankle. Yeah, let's do it again. So we're going to go knee, elbow, lift. Yeah, knee, elbow, lift. 3 more. Knee, elbow, lift, knee, elbow, lift. Last one. Knee, elbow, lift. Okay, swap sides this time. Knee, elbow, lift, knee, elbow, lift up those glutes. Oh, sorry, knee. I got ahead of myself. I didn't want to do the knee. Okay, last 3. Knee, elbow, knee, elbow. Last one. Knee, elbow. Beautiful. Drop it back down. Take a bit of a breather. Get your breath back. Grab a quick drink of water. And we're going to do the whole thing again. First things first. Back on the mat. Hands and knees. Stick with me on this one. Few cat-cows. I say a few. We're just going to do 2 more here. Just to get our breath back. Pull our belly button in as we extend that right leg. Yeah? Raise up, extend the left. Hold position. Now if you're happy holding this for a couple of breaths, really stick, pulling that belly button in, pushing that right hip towards the floor. If you're coming with me, we're going to go for 8. Knee to elbow and extend. Knee to elbow and extend. Knee to elbow. Good. Keep curling that belly button in. Really reach with those hands, point with the toe. This is your last round now. We're going to make it count. After all of that work that we went into learning the sequence, this is where we're really going to push ourselves. Last one. Beautiful. Dropping that hand down, dropping that leg down. A few more cat-cows here. 2 is good enough. 1. Extend that left leg, raise up, extend that right hand. Belly button pulled in and knee to elbow. Extend. Pull that belly button in. Reach for the toes to the back of the room. Reach for that right hand. Making sure your back is nice and solid, nice and straight as you come into that bird position. Good, last 3, 2, beautiful. Okay, dropping that hand back down, we're going to switch it over to our reverse crunches and hands directly underneath your glutes. Feet up, we're going to lift, lower with control. Only go to where you feel you're pulling in that belly button. Don't be ashamed if you are feeling in your back, just reduce the distance, increase the distance to the floor, sorry. So the lower you are to the floor, the harder it is. The higher you are up, a little bit better it is for your back, okay? Good. As I was talking, I was counting. We've got 6 to go. I don't know about you, if your abs are burning, this is a brutal one. I don't like these. It's official. These are my worst ones. 4, 3, 2, 1. Beautiful. This is where we just get to chill out just for a second, but only a second. Star shape. We're going to lift up and lower, touch the shin, cross it over. Good. So remember, for those of you who are not coming with us to the full star crunch, you continue doing these ones. If you are coming with me, this is our last rep before we raise up. Hands and legs. Crunch up and lower. Crunch up, lower. Crunch up, stick with me. Good, we've got 5 to go. 4, 3, 2, yes, 1. Okay, hands down, taking a deep breath in and swooping our feet all the way back to go into our glute bridges or glute squats. So sit back, lift up, drop hips. See if you can really control the glutes back, squeeze in before you go into that lunge position. Good, 6 to go. Testing the balance with the core. That's what we're doing this whole session pretty much, is we're making sure we're coordinating, we're balancing, we're protecting the lower back, pulling our belly button in. Okay, 2 more. Sit back, squeeze the glutes to the bottom, squeeze the glutes to the top. Last one. Woo! Glutes are on fire. Beautiful. Drop it down. Extend that right leg and point the toe up to the sky. We're going to pulse up for 20. Nice and slow, remember. Eking out the tension, the muscles that are working in the glutes. Pulling our belly button in this position. Feel free to go down onto your elbows if this is easier for you. But really try and take that knee up and high. Okay, halfway. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, inside thighs are working. Woo, 3, 2, beautiful. Okay, I'm going to go down onto the floor so I can really extend that right leg and lift up for 20. Pull that belly button in. Just make sure you're not shifting too much to the opposite side. Pointing those toes. I always feel this in the leg that's on the floor, the stable leg. So I feel like that one is on fire just to keep me where I need to be and everything in place. Good, keep pointing those toes. Guys, you were doing really, really well. We've only got 10 more to go, she says. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. We're not resting, remember, picking up our right hand, sweeping that right foot over, lift and lower, lift, lower. Good. Last 10, 9, 8, 7, squeeze the glutes, squeeze that thigh. 5, 4, 3, 2, hold up, hold up, hold up. Relax it down, sit back in the glutes. Swap sides, last one. Sit back into those hips, up you get. Lunge position, 8 here. Sit back, squeeze the glutes, really eking out everything we're doing in these positions. Belly button pulled in as we stretch. Good, that was 3, right? I'm losing count. I think my memory is going as the sweat is dripping. I was never good at counting it, let's be honest. Right, D. Okay, 3 to go. Woo. Keep squeezing the glutes to the top. And as you stretch, last one. Lift, lift, lift. Drop it down. Pointing those toes, so left foot comes out, point up and push. Nice, gentle taps towards the sky. This is our last one on this one. We're not doing this again today. I think that makes me happy. The fact that we're not going to do this one now. And hopefully you're definitely feeling why in that burn. So 10 to go. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, extend if you're coming with me, drop down onto your elbow, and lift, 20, yep, squeeze the glutes, belly button pulled in, keep breathing, keep squeezing the glutes as you are on the top. Last 10. Last 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Draw that leg in, push yourself up about halfway. So remember, I'm going to go 60 degrees. We're going to pull up and lower, toe tap down, up, toe tap. See if you can really take that thigh up nice and high without tilting too much on the opposite side. Yeah? Extending the length of those muscles, pulling our belly button in. Last 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, beautiful. Drop it down. Just give yourself a little bit of a break. Give those glutes a little bit of a squeeze. This is our last one this time on this sequence. Hands down, feet down. Are we ready? We're going to go for 6 on each side, okay? So if you're coming with me, knee tap, elbow hike, foot left. Knee tap, elbow hike, foot left. It's surprising that I really want to count and make sure that we are only doing 6 on this one. Knee tap, elbow hike. Good, last 2. Out, knee, elbow, lift. Knee, elbow, lift. Swap it over. Knee, elbow, lift. Knee, elbow, lift. Knee, elbow, lift. This is so hard for me on this side. If you fell over like I did, yay! I'm not the only one. Okay, last one. Oh, and just relax. Take a breather. Give those wrists a little bit of a circle if they ached. Grab yourself a quick drink. So, this is what we're gonna do for the next 3 minutes. We're gonna stay standing up, right? We're gonna bend our knees into a mini squat. Walk it out to an inchworm. Hold position into that plank position. Right knee, left elbow, back. Left knee, right elbow, back. Go again. Right to left, back again. Left to right, back again. Toe tap outside your mat, back in again. Toe tap outside your mat with a left, back in again. Go again. Right toe tap, in. Left toe tap, in. There is another one. Oh, there's a pledge plank. So feet a little bit wider. Touch your right shoulder. Touch left, left, right. Bend those knees. If you're feeling tight in the hamstrings, stand back up. Right? We're going to do 4 more rounds of that. All the way down, back into a plank. Hold position. Right to left, left to right. Right to left, left to right. Toe tap right, toe tap left. Toe tap right, toe tap left. Touch shoulder, touch shoulder, touch shoulder, touch shoulder. Walk it back. Good. 3 to go. Bring it in. Right knee, left knee, right knee, left knee. Toe tap, toe tap, toe tap, toe tap. Shoulder tap, shoulder tap, shoulder tap, shoulder tap. Walk it back. Good. 2 to go. All the way in. Right, left, right, left. Toe tap, toe tap, toe tap, toe tap. Shoulder tap, shoulder tap, shoulder tap, shoulder tap. Walk it back. Last one, I think. Guys, I need like a counter because I keep forgetting to talk and count my reps at the same time. Toe tap, toe tap, toe tap, shoulder tap, shoulder, shoulder, shoulder. Let's go back. Because this is our last one, we're going to do 1 more. Because Tulsi forgot to count. So knee, knee, cross it over, toe tap it out, toe tap it out, toe tap it out, toe tap it out. Shoulder, 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 shoulder. Walk it back. You are done. I don't know who's happy to end this, me or you. I am absolutely sweating.